Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Astrology Today. My name is Mel Rose, and I'm here to share your daily aspects. Today on the page, we have some aspects that involve the Sun and Mercury that, normally would give us more of a speeded up sort of vibe, but the way they're acting today, they're going quincunx with Pluto, and then they're going conjunct to one another. So there's actually this slowdown that invites us to conserve our personal energy, to conserve our financial, our material resources, and also just to allow things a little time to unfold rather than, if we're pushing against something because we're trying to get it done and we think if we can throw more money at it or more work than usual at it, that's probably not going to work out very well for us. Okay, you just want to give it time to unfold. And then Sun goes conjunct to Mercury. That can be kind of intense in terms of the clarity that we receive. And it'll be also great for our ability to sort of look into the future a little bit and plan ahead. Okay, let's get into these aspects. Today is Saturday, July 16, 2022. The Sun is in Cancer today and for the next week. This being the most daylight-dominated time of year, the outer life and the inner life can sort of start to blend together. Either what's happening out there will come home with us somehow, or what's happening at home will become a matter for our public lives. In either case, we are now empowered to put up a good defense, if we need to, for what or whomever is most precious to us. Mercury is also in Cancer just through this next Tuesday. Our thoughts and plans have been filtered through our emotions, which can leave us feeling certain about how we feel, but uncertain exactly how to get it across. Seek gentle but obvious ways of relating at this time. The waning gibbous moon begins in Aquarius today, making ingress to Pisces very early this morning. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. Think of this as an opportunity to process the past month's emotional and creative experiences. The narrative begins within. So how did it go? Cardinal water and dispersing water. At this time, it's a good idea to recall all the care you've given in the recent weeks and redirect those loving and protective efforts toward yourself. For aspects, we start on the moon side of the page today. This is where we explore our personal lives, how it feels to be us, and who we are in the context of our homes and our close relationships. So at 3:18 this morning, Central Standard Time, friends, Moon makes ingress to Pisces. Moon in Pisces is a time to reflect and reboot, especially when it comes to our emotional and intuitive experiences. This transit lasts 2.5 days. This afternoon at 4:37, Moon goes sextile to Mars, Aries, Cancer, and Scorpio. We may feel like taking action, and we probably have some specific pursuit in mind. This is a kind of sexy vibe, and where Mars is involved, that kind of intimacy is usually on the table. Just remember, Sun in Cancer is a very fertile time, so mind where and how you spread your seeds, friends. We have some fresh aspects on the Sun side of the page where we explore our self-expression out in the world. At 6:34 this morning, Sun goes quincunx to Saturn, and this will be with us through July 19. Leo, Capricorn, and Aquarius. We feel the weight of our commitments, and it may seem to sap our health or our material resources. It's okay to pull back and conserve a little. Sometimes progress takes time, and throwing money at it right now will just bring more frustration in the long run. Then at 10:55 this morning, Mercury goes quincunx to Saturn. This will be through tomorrow, July 17. Gemini, Virgo, Capricorn, and Aquarius. We may find that we feel low or frustrated because of the information that's coming in, or because we feel we can't act on it the way we'd like to. Mercury is fast, but Saturn slows us down, so it may pay off to adopt a slower, more steady pace. Again, some problems will evade solutions unless we give the situation time to unfold. Finally, this afternoon at 2:38, Sun goes conjunct to Mercury. Gemini, Leo, and Virgo, those are your vibes. The Sun's light reveals all, and Mercury revels in the outpouring of data. It may feel as though we're particularly perceptive right now, even a little bit prescient. This level of clarity can be intense and is best used for planning at this time, when we take into account the quincunx of these two planets with Saturn, which is slowing the pace of action in the material world. We have a few things in the ongoing column today. Sun is sextile to Uranus here through today, the 16th. And Mercury is also sextile to Uranus today, through today, the 16th. The squares to Chiron have disappeared now, and our focus is on the new and clever things we think we'd like to try. Hopefully we were awakened to those areas in our lives where we ran against a resistance to genuine self-expression, and hopefully we have taken this opportunity to shift our focus and our demeanor to give those areas less power to affect how we be ourselves. Venus is trine to Saturn here through July 18, and square to Neptune here through July 19, and quincunx to Pluto through July 18. So Venus is aspecting with all of our retrograde planets right now. I wonder what that's all about. We are attracting a lot of solid options in our lives right now in terms of material security and in terms of relationship potentials. There's nothing wrong with desiring someone or something that makes you feel supported or solid. It doesn't make you a sellout to earn money doing something that's good for your body and your bank account. And it doesn't have to be a compromise to partner up with someone who likes to have nice things and is willing to work to earn them. Venus's aspects with Neptune and Pluto here are bringing up different expressions of insecurity or even low self-esteem. We can probably see through anything that is telling us it will look bad to others when we start to do better for ourselves, but we have to be careful also not to sabotage ourselves in relationship to these material upgrades by acting jealous or possessive about the gifts we've received or the people we have drawn to us. Pluto continues retrograde through October 8. Pluto is a ruler of Scorpio. Sometimes we develop unhelpful attachments to the nice things or stable people we desire in our lives. It's one thing to desire, it's another thing to appreciate, and it is entirely something else to hoard or to grasp at something. This is a little like Gollum with the precious, right? His devotion is blended with a covetousness that would never work with a person we admired, for example. In fact, it would be likely to drive them away. Pluto's retrograde then comes as an opportunity to notice this coveting tendency in ourselves and seek to bring it to an end. We don't keep people or nice things by hoarding them, or at the very least, if we can keep them, our relationship to them is then tainted by our need, and the experience is no longer so much an enchantment as a dark spell that we fall under. We can learn to celebrate and share whatever it is that we are the most attached to, and when we do that, we set ourselves free from attachments that bog us down and hold us back. Saturn continues retrograde through October 22. Saturn rules Capricorn and Aquarius. Saturn's retrograde in Aquarius asks us to think about how we as individuals relate and participate at the community level. So we look at our social involvement. How do we represent ourselves when we're out in public, enjoying community spaces? Are we open to the various friendly and harmless interactions that help us and others feel that sense of connection that gives us pride in our community. Neptune is retrograde through December 23. Neptune is a ruler of Pisces. This is our opportunity to see our emotional and intuitive lives as they really are, and to create a space of clarity about our heart's desire. We may have become accustomed to some illusion, and we hate to part ways with that, but it's for our own good, because we have to be engaged in reality to manifest our dreams. Coming up this week, tomorrow, Mercury goes trine to Neptune in retrograde, perhaps stimulating some creativity. Pluto reaches its perihelion, or its closest approach to the Sun. Sun goes trine to Neptune retrograde, broadening our sphere of the sphere of our broadening the circle of our sensitivity. And Venus makes ingress to Cancer, bringing more emotional attachment to those relationships we already nurture. Next week will be another busy aspects week. Suffice it for now to say, we'll see that third quarter moon in Aries next Wednesday. And that's it for today's astrology, friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please like my video, subscribe to my channel, click the notifications bell. I post here every day, and I wouldn't want you to miss a thing. I want to remind you that this is the first of 2 posts I put up every day. This one is strictly astrology. With the second one, I do a similar review of the day's astrology with some added input from tarot. If you've not checked it out yet, I invite you to do so. The link is in the description for today's episode. I appreciate you all for watching, and I welcome your feedback. Your participation here helps me know that I'm on the right track. I love my love and gratitude go out to all of you, and I will see you all back here tomorrow for more Astrology Today.